Hey, I'm Andy from Combichrist, and you're watching Metal Massacre production.
How did the band name Combichrist come about?
Which story do you want? I tell a different story every time.
Anyone will probably fine with it.
No, you know, because you get asked that question so many times, and I like to kind of fuck with people's heads a little bit because so they don't have to read the same thing and do the same thing over again. So I just come up with a new story and I just lie basically. But really, it was very simple. I just had you know, in the early 90s I did a fanzine, like a hardcore punk rock fanzine, and I had a character called Combichrist, and the fanzine was called Combichrist too. And I had this character, Combichrist, which was basically like a punk rock messiah. He was getting wasted and doing bad shit, and then the morning after he'd be messiah again, and just go and clean shit up. It was like a kind of like a comic strip.
Yeah.
And I thought it was a good character for a band, and so I took the name over to the band. I started writing as the character, kind of doing the music as the character. What would this character do? What would this character listen to?
Yeah.
And I also had, it was a good time because of how I had my like electronic influences, even though I'm, you know, from the punk rock and hardcore metal scene, and it was just, I don't know, it was a fun project. It was something that I could really just exploit by writing almost like it would be a movie, or you know, and not take the blame myself. You could write about anything. You know?
Okay, cool. The album Making Monsters was released in 2010. Do you guys have any plans to write any new material anytime soon?
Yeah, we were working on. Oh, we will be working on it this year. Yeah.
Cool.
So release 2013. Just not being too concerned about rushing it. You know, just take my time. Like I don't want to just do something to do something.
Okay. That means our cameraman can save up his money and buy that album when it comes out.
Whenever it comes out, buy it. You know, it's gonna. I don't know what it's gonna sound like, but it's gonna be awesome.
How did it feel to have Bottle of Pain featured on the Underworld Awakening soundtrack?
It was cool. You know, we did the one before it too, the prequel movie as well.
Okay.
And we were approached by Danny Lohner, who was compiling the soundtrack, and who happened to be a good friend of our old percussionist Courtney, and she brought him out on the show one night, and he just, all right, you need to do something for us, and so that's how we kind of started. And he asked us again, and obviously this time around it was different because it doesn't really sound like Combichrist whatsoever. It's almost like Tom Waits here, right? Like so just acoustic, but it was really a lot of fun because I sat down, I just put on clips from the movie that I got sent, and I'm just sitting and watching it, and just wrote from what I was kind of felt, feedback from what I was seeing. It was a lot of fun.
Okay, cool. If you could talk any band, who would it be and why? It can be present or past.
Present or past. Can it be several people? Several bands? So what if we create a new band we can talk? Like me, Johnny Cash, David Bowie, you know, and
Like a super band?
yeah, like, but like, and Tom Waits.
Oh, okay. That'd be really cool. You did quite a few tour dates with Rammstein back in 2011. How did you find touring with those guys?
Awesome. It was great. We managed to actually play for a completely new audience without compromising anything with the band. Like, you know, most people when they're trying to get over to another scene, they try to kind of change their image, or they change their music, or they're trying to cross over. But we just happened to be lucky enough to just be able to walk up on the stage with a brand new audience and just do Combichrist.
Yeah.
And so that was amazing, you know. Plus, we did so many shows. I think we did like 80 shows with them, and all over the world. So it was, obviously got very close to the band. It's like family now. And, it was unique experience for sure.
Yeah, I can imagine. Talk us through some of your tattoos. Which one's your favourite? Obviously they're all your favourites, you haven't all done.
No real story behind it. It was just I thought it was funny. Like, we were supposed to do something else, and my tattoo artist is a good friend of mine, and we changed it in the last. I said something. I was like, oh fuck yeah, and he goes, you want that? And I was like, ah fuck it, let's do it. And he's like, you know, you're never gonna get to work in a bank anymore, you know. And I was like, I don't see myself ever working as a bank teller anyway, so why not?
Oh my gosh. I'm a big fan of Devil May Cry series, and I just recently found out that Never Surrender was featured in the gameplay demo. How did it feel when you were approached to be part of that project?
It was awesome and scary. It's a big torch, you know, but I think they felt the same way. Like passing on that torch is because it's such a, you know, the game the franchise has so dedicated fans, and then they were doing a complete reboot of the game,
yeah,
which was really liberating for me, because I go that then I can do exactly what I want. Then I don't have to care. It's a reboot anyway. Let's just fucking make this as killer as we can. And it was just sitting there, we were watching all the gameplay, and the gameplay is just so sick. Whatever all fans were saying when they see it, and they're doubting like the new look of Dante and everything, and but it's just, the game is just so killer. It's like you can't, when you first, how much you hate whatever the reboot, whenever you play it, you can't hate it. It's so good. And so when I was doing the music, I was just, you know, I think I did close to like 30 songs for the game, like original songs for the game.
yeah.
And not very Combichrist sounding, it's more metal. But I had, you know, just completely went just strictly the game. I just, whatever fit for the battle, whatever fit for the games, whatever the combat scene and everything. I just went all the way with it, and it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, there's a lot of hard work as well. Yeah. Oh, okay, cool. What bands are you currently listening to at the moment, and any that you can recommend to us?
Nothing that nobody ever haven't heard before. I listen to a lot of old music. You know, right now I listen to a lot of Billie Holiday. So obviously it's not been new since the 20s.
Okay.
But I listen to a lot of like Billie Holiday stuff, like old 20s jazz stuff, and also I listen to a lot of the 50s rockabilly stuff, and some of the newer like psychobilly bands. And I listen to a lot of Tom Waits and Johnny Cash, and, you know, and David. Like I said, that would be my band. Yeah. I don't listen to a lot of new stuff at all these days, but I think also on purpose, because I'm trying to stay objective. Whenever I'm about to write a new album, I usually stop listening to anything that has anything to do with what we're doing, just to stay objective.
Yeah.
And I just kind of just stop listening to music. I just start listening. Well, listen to music, but I stop listening to modern music. I just listen only to like pre-60s music.
Okay. Cool. What do you usually do when you're not touring?
Welding.
Okay. I haven't heard that one before. Okay.
Yeah. I do. I just started a clothing line called Death Rod, which is towards the custom car hot rod community, and I build hot rods.
Okay.
They're of the welding. Yeah.
Oh.
Just for myself, you know, just 30s cars, 50s cars.
Oh, okay, awesome. And lastly, is there any upcoming news about Combichrist that we should know for the remainder of 2012, pre-2013?
Well, we'll be working on a new album this year. We will be coming out with an album next year, obviously 2013, and everything in between is just kind of loose right now, but we're working on it.
Oh, okay, fantastic. Lovely. Well, thanks, Jim.